Hey everybody, today's Monday. That means it's time for family movie night. And this week we are finishing off Teen Movie Month with a look at a film that came out when I was a senior in high school. And so it was definitely just like prime time for me. We're talking Can't Hardly Wait. And this is a classic sort of teen party movie. And I don't think that these parties really exist. I've never heard of any parties like this in high school before, where there's just so over the top, these huge, parties where they're destroying the whole house and everything. And I've heard of that more, I feel like, in college than in high school, but I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you had those kinds of parties when you were in high school. I would love to hear. But I feel like most parties in high school are more like the type in Perks Being a Wallflower, where they're just like hanging out in a friend's basement, stuff like that's more realistic, I think. But here we have this epic party. It's the end of high school. And the big news is that Amanda Beckett, played by Jennifer Love Hewitt, has broken up with her longtime boyfriend, played by Peter Fasinelli. His name is Mike, and he's like the big jock. And he made a deal with his friends that they were going to ditch their girlfriends before going to college, and so he does, and she's really upset about it. But then the other two friends don't live up to their part of the bargain, and they don't break up with their girlfriends. And so anyway, there's this big party, and you have all these different kind of storylines all going along. And the best part of this movie is definitely Lauren Ambrose playing Denise. She's the most like realistic character, the one we can relate to the most. And I kind of almost wish that the movie had just been about her. I think it probably would have been a better film. But the parts that we get with her are the best parts of the movie. And like I said, she's the character that feels the most genuine and authentic. And I think that most people will be able to relate most to her. The rest are more archetypes, like I said, the jock or the prom queen, the nerd, that kind of thing that you have going on. And I admit that I probably have a little bit of nostalgia for this film because it did come out when I was a senior in high school. And I think that it's a lot of fun. I think it's enjoyable. There's definitely some parts of it that don't hold up. Particularly Ethan Embry's character, Preston. He's the lead character, and he's kind of stalkerish about Amanda. Like their supposed moment that they had when they just happened to be eating the same breakfast pastry, and so he never got to ask her out. It seems pretty weak, and for her and for him to be sort of fantasizing about her and everything, I don't know, just feels a little bit creepy in retrospective, but it's still pretty well done. I think the actors are good, and I think they actually have pretty decent chemistry. But part of the problem is that Amanda and Preston don't spend any time together, so the ending feels a little bit hard to believe because they have just been had maybe like one conversation. She reads his letter, and she's kind of disgusted with it at first, and then she changes her mind, and I'm not sure it totally works out. There's also the really weird section where he's trying to make a phone call for a Barry Manilow song, chance to talk to Barry Manilow, and then Jenna Elfman comes and steals the phone from him, which, I mean, that how incredible is that they would have to use a payphone. That immediately dates it quite a bit. But I don't know, that whole scene, she's like a stripper kind of, or an exotic dancer, is a weird scene. I don't feel like it really fit with the rest of the movie very much. There's also the two nerds that are kind of stalking the party and kind of being creepers. I have Charlie Korsmo playing William Lichter, who's like the ultimate nerd, and this party is his chance. And I think that I don't know if those performances and those stories really hold up for a modern audience, but it's better than other movies that have similar tropes. Like I think this is a lot better than 16 Candles, for instance. That the nerd in that one is really creepy, but Yeah, the Melissa Joan Hart, she's like trying to get everybody to sign her yearbook, which we've all seen that kind of person. Um, and then there's a lot of people who have small roles who would go on to have careers. Sarah Rue has a small role in this. Jason Segel has a small role. Overall, it's a just a fun high school over the top movie that you can enjoy. And I said I particularly like Lauren Ambrose and her role as Denise, and her interactions with Kenny, played by Seth Green. He's such a weird character, but I think their interactions are actually very authentic and well written. It's definitely the best part of the script. So I don't know. I think it's a good movie. Got a lot of good music in here. It's not perfect, but overall, I'd say it's entertaining, and so I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, I think. So let me know, have you seen Can Hardly Wait? Do you think it's fun? Do you think it's funny? Do you like the party atmosphere? Or do you think it's just too outdated? Let me know in the comment section. I would appreciate it. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that so much. And we also have our Patreon group and merch store. And so check out that information. It would really mean a lot to me. You can get these hashtag animation junkie shirts. So this has been really fun doing Teen Movie Month this month. And we will continue to have more Teen Movie Months next year. So look forward to it. And thanks so much. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.